I have a fetish. A fetish for walking into tanning salons and asking the tangerines at the front desk for the usual. Now, why do I do that, you may ask? Well, you see, I just love watching Clementine cheeks burn blood orange as they scramble for the manager to ask if she might know what the fuck this Negro is on about. My kinks, they include breaking the rules of personal space whenever patronized about how well spoken I am. You see, I like to get in close and smell the cheap fake marketplace perfume worn by those Katie Hopkins classists that look down on me and call me lowborn just because their grandmothers used to employ and own mine. God, I love to savor that fragrance. Vintage Versace, but spelled with an F instead of a V. And I explain how my pronunciation, poise, and use of punctuation came about this way. So, we begin in 1482, with slaves brought to Portugal from Ghana. Now, if you leave that in a pot to stew for 4 centuries, add a dash of Brits too lazy to get their own goddamn gold, and sprinkle on top an education system built by Christian missionaries and funded by UNICEF charities, and you'll get a culture with European supremacy so deeply ingrained the people will do anything to feel like an honorary white. Some might move their families to the countries that stole from them, which is kind of like returning to the dilapidated shack of your deadbeat ex. Only in the case of England and colonialism, all of England's other baby mothers are living there too. And for some reason, England resents you for your difficulty finding work, despite drawing lime green dicks on your CV in Sharpie daily, all the while telling you to go back home to where you came from, even though he broke into your house, stole your floorboards and your windows to fund a dick measuring contest with the rest of his European colonizing neighbors. And if you dare to remind him of his sin, England just calls you a plunger or a broken toilet for bringing up old shit. You know, sometimes I ask myself what's keeping me from, at the very least, sleeping with every single old money front bench Tory systematically just so that I can ruin their orgasms and whisper, reparations. Or stockpiling sheep's stomach acid to crumble the marble walls of Parliament, or stealing sulfur from secondary school science labs as I hoard fertilizer and charcoal to make gunpowder. But then my mum asks me if I'm hungry, unaware of her son's latent taste for anarchy, and I'm reminded of the 2 jobs she worked, of her emaciated rib cage, how badly her stomach hurt just so I could eat another day, in that 1-bedroom flat in Gypsy Hill, burgled so often they ran out of things to steal. And then I become afraid that my lust to settle the score will only destroy everything that she has fought for.